Hey guys, what's going on? This is Tyler, and today I'm going to be redoing one of these what ifs on my channel that I haven't continued for some weird reason. I guess I forgot about it, so I'm just going to be redoing this what if, since part 1 and part 2 are basically going to be covered in this part here. Since part 1 and part 2 definitely could have been made into one part, it definitely was dragged on, and I do apologize for that. But with that being said, let's just do this what if. And yes, I am planning on continuing this what if since it is being a remastered one. So with that being said, you guys don't have to go and spam comments about part 2s, and that goes for any of my other videos, because you guys, well, patience is key. But with that being said, homies, let's get right into the video.
It's me falling down the stairs.
Now we start our story off with currently Shin and Kibito just mobbing and vibing on the Supreme Kai world, and the only difference here is that there is no barrier that protects this planet. Rather, it's Shin and Kibito's power themselves. This planet isn't going to be protected by some sacred barrier in this timeline, so Goku could actually pass through it and crash land here. Anyways, Goku would crash land here, and Kibito and Shin, upon approaching the spaceship, remain very cautiously and prepare for anything that is to come out of it. But when they see a fatigued human, they get a little bit confused, and Kibito even says to try and take this man back to where he came from, but Shin would then say how he doesn't even know where he came from, so they can't even do that. And so with Shin being here and being the much more nicer of the two Kais, he decides to actually heal Goku on his own and make sure that this man is overall in good condition, because he didn't seem like he purposefully came down in this space crash, and it seems like his injuries didn't even come from the space crash itself, which was probably the same thing that he was running from, which is the reason why he's even here and why Shin is in this whole situation. Anyway, Shin proceeds to heal Goku, and eventually Goku would wake up, and understanding what went down thanks to Shin's explanation, or his quick explanation. And after Shin explains, Goku explains his side of the story and how he was running away from an exploding planet that was destroyed, or its core was destroyed, and it was blowing up inevitably because of this guy named Frieza. And when they hear the name Frieza, they are all too familiar with this name. This man is the Galactic Emperor of the universe, and they know who he is. They just didn't really want to waste their time and try and defeat him because they were just really lazy, but Goku actually managed to do it, and Shin and Kibito are surprised that someone that isn't even a Supreme Kai is able to be capable of such power of being able to defeat someone like Frieza. And when Shin hears about this, Shin would actually request to Goku if he would like to spar, and after he says this, Goku then notices Shin's energy, and he realizes that his ki is actually pretty strong, and Goku wouldn't mind wanting to spar with him. And so the two would begin sparring, with Goku at first starting out in his base form, which would lead into Shin dominating against Goku pretty fast and pretty easily, which would force Goku into using the Kaioken at first, and then even Super Saiyan. But even those two aren't enough to try and face off against someone like Shin, who can easily destroy Frieza and is a lot more powerful than everyone gives him credit for. He would quickly defeat Goku, and at that point Goku would revert into base form, being shocked at Shin's raw power. Goku would then even remark that Shin is even stronger than Frieza and stronger than anyone Goku has ever faced before, which Shin would just respond with how he is a Supreme Kai after all, and he has had years and years of training from the Kais, so he does have a little bit of experience under his belt. And when Goku hears about the Kais and all that, Shin would basically explain to him what these Kais are, and when Goku hears about this, his interest would then pick up all of a sudden, and Goku would then question that maybe this guy could teach him the ways of the Supreme Kai and maybe get him even stronger. Shin, hearing this, actually wouldn't mind, since Goku is someone who defeated Frieza, is a threat to the universe, and is someone that definitely should have been handled by someone like Shin or Kibito, but they were just simply too lazy. And training someone like Goku wouldn't be so bad, since Goku could be the one going outside and destroying all the threats to the universe, while Shin and Kibito can basically sit back and relax. Not to mention, Goku has a lot of potential that they could definitely unlock and overall protect the universe and make it a lot more safer. Now, with that being said, Shin would begin training Goku, and Goku would first start off training with Shin and Kibito just by doing some lightweight training, which would lead into Goku just increasing his strength exponentially, since Shin and Kibito are much more powerful than this version of Goku. which means he gets way more gains much faster than his canon self, even surpassing his Yard Rat self by the time 4 months pass. Eventually, Shin would even say how Goku might even be ready to get the Z Sword, which will lead into Goku pulling the Z Sword out with his Super Saiyan. Goku would eventually overpower and break the Z Sword out, and he would be barely able to wield it. Time would pass, of course, and eventually Shin would still train Goku and throw the Kachi Kachi block at Goku while holding the Z Sword, which would lead into the Z Sword breaking and releasing the Elder Kai. Now, when the Elder Kai is freed, Shin and Kibito are completely shocked at the fact that he is here. But the Elder Kai, when he first appears out, just immediately starts screaming as to who unreleased him, and Goku would then reveal himself to be the one to release him, and Elder Kai would then thank him. At that point, Goku would then explain as to what Shin and the others were doing, and Elder Kai would then ask what Goku's doing on here, and Goku would explain that as well. And at that point, Elder Kai would understand that Goku is basically being the MVP of the universe right now, while the Supreme Kais are sitting on their asses. And Elder Kai, hearing about not only Goku training on here, but also getting stronger and defeating Frieza or threats, decides to do Goku a huge favor and unlock his power even further, which will lead into Goku sitting still for 24 hours until the Elder Kai's dance is complete, which will lead into Goku then powering up for the first time in 24 hours, showing high levels of power that Goku has never witnessed ever before, even surpassing the likes of Shin and Kibito. After this, Goku would train with his potential unlocked form for a few months, until around the time Frieza and King Cold arrive onto Earth, where Goku would use his instantaneous movement, not his instant transmission, but rather his instantaneous movement, to leave the Kai world and actually go help out his Earthling friends. Before leaving though, he would thank Shin and Kibito and Elder Kai for everything, and he would then leave. When Goku arrives, we see Mecha Frieza and King Cold just arriving on Earth and exiting their spaceship. At that point, Goku and Frieza would exchange some words, as Goku, instead of just turning into Super Saiyan as Frieza requests, decides to say screw that and skips Super Saiyan and goes into his ultimate form. Frieza is shocked by this, and he would then say how this is basically Super Saiyan but with black hair dye, but that won't stop him. At that point, Mecha Frieza then shoots a supernova at full power at Goku and says be gone with him along with the Earth, and at that point, Goku would just punch away the supernova with his raw power, and Frieza would be shocked that Goku has this much power now. In his Super Saiyan state, he definitely wouldn't be able to do that. What kind of power has he obtained over the course of the 1 year? At that point, Goku would then use his instantaneous movement to get right behind Frieza, and he would then fire a point-blank Kamehameha that atomizes him. I gave you a chance, Frieza. You should have taken it. At that point, Goku would then erase Frieza, and King Cold would then be next, with Goku punching King Cold in the chest, and this would slowly kill King Cold. Now, as we all know, after these two would die, Trunks would then arrive into the past timeline, and Trunks would then take Goku away and would warn him about the androids. At that point, Goku and Trunks would have a little bit of a spar, and Trunks would then say that his power might actually defeat the androids, and he'll arrive back in 3 years. And Trunks would eventually head back into his timeline, and Goku would then head back to the Z Fighters, where Piccolo would then explain everything about the androids, and everyone would then train for 3 years. Where Goku would train Gohan and Piccolo for a few months, and Goku would then say to ensure the safety of the Earth, he actually has a way to train Gohan and Piccolo and get them a lot more powerful. At that point, he would then tell them about the training he did with the Supreme Kais. He kept it under the wraps because he didn't know if he could talk about it or not, but at that point, he just doesn't care because it's for the sake of the universe. And after he tells Gohan and Piccolo about this training he did with the Supreme Kais and the Elder Kai, Piccolo would be shocked to hear this because he has heard of the Supreme Kais before, and not to mention Gohan would also get shocked because Goku didn't even tell them, and they could just do this training and stop wasting time so that they can make sure that the Earth is safe against these androids that apparently kills them. And Gohan and Piccolo would be taken aback by this because they both know that they need to train in order to beat these androids that apparently kills them in the future timeline. And Piccolo is also taken aback by the fact that it's with the Supreme Kais and he knows of the Supreme Kais. And so at that point, Goku would then take Piccolo and Gohan eventually to the Supreme Kai world because Gohan and Piccolo would definitely want to train there to help increase their survival rates against the androids. And so with that being said, Gohan and Piccolo would then be taken to the Supreme Kai world, where Kibito and Shin and Elder Kai are basically explained by Goku about the situation, and Elder Kai doesn't really see this to be a problem because they want to make sure that the Earth is safe, and they're doing way more than the Supreme Kais ever have done, so Elder Kai doesn't see why not to unlock their potential, and so he unlocks Gohan's and then Piccolo's, where Gohan and Piccolo would both become the second and third strongest fighter, with with Gohan becoming the second strongest and Piccolo becoming the third. The reason why Gohan would become the second strongest is because he has more potential to be tapped into, and not to mention I feel like over the course of training, Gohan would unlock even more potential and basically train his potential unlocked form to the point to where he would become eventually the second strongest. And Goku, Gohan, and Piccolo, after all of them get their potential unlocked, basically teleport back to Earth and continue their training on Earth until the androids then attack, and even beforehand the Z Fighters all meet up still like in canon, and when the androids attack, Goku, Gohan, and Piccolo then head out first, and the Z Fighters will then follow along. But that, my friends, is where we will be leaving things for right now, and we will continue things later in part 2 of What If Goku Escapes the Supreme Kai World after Namek. Well, looks like you guys made it to the end of the video. Thank you guys for watching this video. Your support means more than you think, and really I do appreciate it. If you enjoyed the video, be sure to like and share with your friends. Also, comment other what ifs you would like to see on the channel, or anything you liked about this what if. If you guys do want to hang out with me and other content creators off YouTube, be sure to join the Discord, which will be linked in the description, where we basically do debates, game nights, watch movies, watch shows, and overall just hang out and chill. With that being said, I'm gonna get out of here and leave you guys alone. Thank you guys for watching once again. My name is Tyler. Peace out. Bye.